Hey y'all. So the theme for this week's video is going to be not taking yourself so seriously. And I want to expand on that since it's a really interesting concept. I feel like, especially my generation, like in our day-to-day lives, we feel like we have to take ourselves so seriously. We always have to be on top of everything. And like if we're not treating our lives seriously, we're not going to ever get anything done. And don't get me wrong, you need to have plans and make sure you're getting things done. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the idea that every moment has to be so serious and everything is so high stakes is, in my opinion, damaging. I feel like it holds so much of us back. The idea that we can't ever actually make mistakes, and the mistakes that we do make, like, will detrimentally make it impossible for us to do the things we want to do. And for one, that's just factually inaccurate. I mean, I have made thousands of mistakes throughout my life where I forget about them the next week. You know, like, it's most of the time, if you make a mistake, the only thing that's going to happen is, you know, you're going to be embarrassed. You'll have to deal with whatever it is it was, but you can fix it. And that's the thing. Like, you need to take things seriously, but you don't need to be panicking and, you know, sitting there trying to figure out, oh, I gotta do what my next move. What am I gonna do? No, that's not. We have this idea of life where it's based entirely around how productive we are, but we don't. And I've hit on this in the past couple of videos, but we don't need to be. Like, it is okay to spend the night hanging out with your friends, and that's all you get done. You don't have to be grinding the whole time, trying to figure out what's my next move. What can I do to, you know, get myself further in life? That right there, that's getting yourself further in life. I mean, as far as we know, we only get this one life to live. If you take every moment so seriously, preparing for the next, eventually there's not going to be another moment, and you've just wasted all of that time. And I'm not a big fan of the even just saying wasting your time, because there's no such thing. You have time, and you're choosing how you use it. And if grinding, trying to make the next move, being better than everyone else is how you want to use it, I mean, by all means, go ahead and do that. But that does not sound like a very fun life. And, you know, there are certain things we have to do in order to pay our bills, to, you know, maintain. Like, yeah, there's no way that we can just sit there and not actually ever work. But at the same time, I feel like this whole system we've set up, where all we do is focus on the next step, it's one I'm guilty of. I mean, I am the biggest planner you'll ever meet. I sit there and try and figure out what I'm going to do for lunch 3 weeks from now so that I can, you know, plan my next move. This is not a lecture to people who do this. This is more of an advice to myself, if I'm being honest. We'll cut that part out. Sitting here trying to figure everything out all of the time, you have to take breaks, and you have to sit there and be willing to not take yourself so seriously. There's a Noah Kahan song about this called False Confidence, and God, I love that song. It just goes over how, like, why take yourself so seriously? Have fun with life. If this is all you have, find the joy in the little moments, right? For me, that can, you know, sitting down the game. I mean, this is a great example. What I'm doing right here, this is so fun for me. And so, yeah, I'm taking a little moment out of my day to enjoy this time. But also, I mean, it can be as simple as having a good conversation and saying, like, with one of your friends and going, oh, that was a really nice conversation, and just enjoying it, right? Like, like I said, you don't always have to be moving on to the next thing. For the most part, if you just enjoy what you're doing and you're having fun with it, then is that not enough? And like I said, this is not a lecture. This is more advice to myself than it is anyone else. But just don't take yourself so seriously. Let yourself be loose and have fun and do things that maybe you wouldn't ever really do, but go ahead and try them. I mean, nothing worthwhile in life was ever easy, which we've all heard, but nothing worthwhile was also not awkward the first time. I mean, there's always going to be the first time you do something, and no matter who you are, unless you're amazing. Typically that first time you try and do something is going to be kind of awkward. I remember something I really enjoy doing, which is climbing, bouldering, like indoor bouldering. So much fun. The first time I did it, I fell like 10 feet, and it was like I struggled to not be embarrassed, but I mean, yeah, you're going to be awkward the first time. And God, I am so happy I put myself in a situation to be awkward, to not be serious, and to joke and laugh around about it, because in doing that, I gave myself the chance to get better at it and to enjoy it. And I don't get to do it super often, but when I do, I have so much fun doing it. And that's one of those things where if I had taken myself seriously the entire time and never given myself a chance to be bad at something, I'd be missing out. I wouldn't know what I'm missing out on, to be honest. I mean, you just have to not be so serious all the time. And yeah, just not be so serious all the time. Enjoy those little moments in life, because they're not always going to be there. There's going to be a point in your life where you say, I wish I had enjoyed that more. I wish I had, sat there and realized what I had before it passed. And, it's better to recognize that in the moment than it is to recognize it years later and not be able to do anything about it. I have so many instances where, because of anxiety or whatever it was I was dealing with that week, I just missed out and didn't enjoy what was right in front of me. And, there's nothing I can do about that now. But what I can do is work to make that better, to not have that happen again, where I can sit there and go, no, I enjoyed every moment of this and I let myself feel this fully. I was in the moment. I wasn't thinking about the future. I wasn't thinking about how I could make this benefit me. I was just enjoying this. And that's great. I mean, that's the goal, right? That's how you get to a point where small things in life can make you happy. You don't need these massive things hanging over you to make you happy. Because at the end of the day, money is great and you definitely need it. And I am not saying, quit your job, just take every moment as you can. No. But what I am saying is, once you have enough, just enjoy the rest. You don't need to prioritize every moment as the next moment where maybe I could make it big if I just do this, or if I try really hard, maybe that. No, just take a step back. Don't take yourself so seriously and enjoy the moment. God, I wish I could do this more. I wish I could take my own advice on this one, because if I could, I'd be such a happier person. But it's a work in progress, you don't have to be perfect at it. This is another example of let yourself be bad at something for a bit, but keep trying. Eventually, I hope to be able to, sit there and actually take my advice and enjoy every moment and not be always thinking about what I can do next, Anyway, if you made it this far into this video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Go ahead, leave a like, subscribe if you'd like. It's free, and God, you don't know how much of my day it makes. All right, you guys have a great day. Bye.